Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo, trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was fourth best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He's tackled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Garoppolo finding Dante Pettis. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
6-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Intended for Tyler.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Makes the score Niners 7. Our home team 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 31.
The 49ers heading out. The defending NFC champs coming off back-to-back road wins, weeks 2 and 3, both at MetLife Stadium, both convincing victories as well. 31-13 they beat the Jets, and then 36-9 they take care of the Giants. Focusing on the positives, anytime you outscore teams 67-22, no matter who the opponent's CD, that's good. You're doing something right. But all the injuries have piled up, although Nick Mullins coming in for Jimmy Garoppolo looked pretty good, didn't he?
He certainly did. 25 of 36, 343 yards and a touchdown. He's played well in the limited opportunities that he's had as a 49er. I wonder, partner, if he's going to be one of those quarterbacks that someone's going to say, you know something? He could be a starter for me because they've seen him actually do it on the field as opposed to maybe drafting someone. But all these injured players that they've had, I mean, they return home with an injury list. You need a couple of pencils to fully write out. They want to get to the point where the erasers come into play, don't they? Where they can take a few of those guys off of that injury list. But they do get 3 home games in a row now. Philadelphia has really struggled. Miami, who we don't expect to be very good this year, and then a big one against the Rams.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Number 35.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Garoppolo, 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of...
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Lockett the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Good.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that's caught inside the 30. They got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw again is Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 11-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Lockett the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram.
That's good.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. He only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 20. He'll look to throw right away. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East frontrunners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 38 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Lockett the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Jimmy Ward.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Lockett the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first down, Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Wilson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
For the extra point.
3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback, now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-armed guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Home team 7, visitors nothing.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 30.
2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score our home team 10. Visitors nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 73 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Lockett the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Tyler Lockett on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 31.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Visitors 7. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Visitors 7.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Mostert.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. L.J. Collier. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll move the chains. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Richard Sherman.
Now looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now Garoppolo. Open man is born. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Garoppolo to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they take a knee. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
14.
the coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over first.
Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous offseason getting ready for this one because he put the focus squarely on football and cut out a lot of the peripheral stuff. Just focused in on being the best quarterback and leader for his Cleveland Browns team. And now all he has to do, take care of the turnover issues of last year. 21 interceptions he threw, second most in the NFL.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 46.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
1-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pick.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Janovich. That's good for a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll give it to Chubb into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Locked it on the return.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 3 tight ends to the ball game here on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
The Browns take over.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Offense.
They ain't on our side. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Chris Jones on the stop.
Chris Jones.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Home team, nothing.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10. At their own 20.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, Charles, a little bit ago we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There are 6 of them. The Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those, do you think that they still have a chance of playing football in January?
Well, the short answer and the easy answer should be no, right? With this kind of a start, they should be pretty well dead and buried. But I'm going to focus in on the Houston Texans because they've done it before. We've seen it, right? One year they started 1-2, won their division. One year they started 0-3, finished 11-5, and won the AFC South. So they have a history of slow starts, but they know how to turn things around. And when Deshaun Watson's playing quarterback, anything can happen.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will be brought brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down at the 43.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a gain of 7.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They run it with Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Carson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Visitors 3. Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Baker Mayfield sack.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Second down, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Jamie Gillendow. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And shedding through the tackle. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Across midfield.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
36-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Landry. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 11, a little under 30 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Complete.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.